Tennis is having this moment. And I have FOMO. I can't think of a better way to spend my summer than outside in cute chic outfits playing tennis with my boyfriend. One problem. I suck at it. Then there's my boyfriend.
Harvey drives one-handed, he scores!
Professional athlete, 10 years in the NHL, 19 years as a pro hockey player. And you know those annoying people that are just good at everything? Yeah, he's one of those. And growing up, when he didn't have a hockey stick in his hand, what was there? A racket. See, tennis is tricky. It's super fun, it's great to play, but for an advanced player playing with a beginner, it is like doing detention in the middle of summer. So my boyfriend, being the sweet, sweet man he is, plays with me occasionally. But I know deep down inside, he's miserable. And I can't take it anymore. So being the YouTuber I am, I've come up with a plan. While he's busy in summer training and has no time for a hobby, I am gonna be spending 30 days training like a tennis pro without telling him. So in 1 month's time, I will challenge him to a game and I will win. Probably, possibly not. But regardless, I want to see the look on his face when out of nowhere, his girlfriend is suddenly really good at tennis and so therefore he wants to play with me. I'm off to my first ever tennis lesson. I'm so nervous, but I have to change the attitude. I'm training like a pro athlete. This is just a day in the life. This is work. No, I'm rephrasing. This is supposed to be fun. Do I take this seriously? That is the quarter life crisis. Do you take this super seriously because this is your new identity? Or is this a hobby? This is supposed to be fun. And every former athlete's like, yeah, this is totally supposed to just be for fun. Totally fun. Deep down, you're like, could I qualify for Wimbledon if I committed enough? Step 1, cute tennis outfit. Skirt, check. Racket, check. Tennis top, check. Shoes, check. Tennis bracelet, check. Which brings me to today's sponsor, Linger. Well, a lot of the tennis pros have luxury jewelry sponsorships. I got one that was made of the same high quality material as theirs, but without the luxury brand name markup. What I'm wearing today and for the entire challenge is the tennis bracelet silver called Zilla. Their 14 white gold petal chain necklace to go along with it, their Fleur. Also, because you guys have seen throughout my channel how much I love gold jewelry, a mirror chain necklace, 14 karat gold, Mira. Of course, I had to wear a tennis bracelet. In a tennis challenge, I had my necklace on because I wanted something that was durable and it's just a nice way to spruce up an athletic wear outfit with just a little bit of jewelry. But you need jewelry that is durable and high quality. I love high quality jewelry because then you buy it once, you can invest in it, it lasts a long time. I also have really sensitive skin, so I actually just have to be really conscious of the materials. And why I love Linger is it's made of recycled gold, lab grown diamonds, so they're cruelty free and they're great for sensitive skin. And with the recycled material, you get still the same quality of gold, but without the designer price tag. The products lasted through my sweaty workouts. They're durable. I love cute, like dainty jewelry that just adds a little spruce to my outfit without me having to think about it. And I can just keep it on while I sweat, while I'm working out. Most of you watching want jewelry that can hold up to your workouts and yet not distract you in these workouts. These were lightweight enough that I never noticed while playing and can confirm that after 30 days of tennis workouts, still holding up strong. And that is why I love Linger. Linger has hooked me up with a discount code for you all. You will get a special offer with my code KeltieOC. I'll also leave a link down in the description. Thank you, Linger, for sponsoring this video. I also feel so bad. I was FaceTiming Megs today and he's like, oh, what are you up to today? I'm like, oh, and I was about to make tennis lessons. I'm like, oh, so I literally say, oh, I'm the run. This might be the hardest part challenge, just lying to my boyfriend for 30 days about taking tennis lessons. I'm on my way to first practice and I'm nervous as can be. Okay, I realized why I'm so nervous. The last time I did practice was college basketball. And what does that mean? Running to the point of puking. So I'm not in the mood for that.
My mentality is like, I'm used to like a 2-hour run till you puke. Like that's what practice means. And I'm like, oh, no. I think we're gonna learn some like skills.
This is like a 4-year-old going. They're not gonna make 4-year-olds run to the point of puking. We're just doing the foundations. And that's exactly what we did in my first lesson. So let's talk about what I need to accomplish as a beginner. The forehand, a stroke where the player swings the racket across their body with their dominant hand, hitting the ball after it bounces. Then there's the backhand, a stroke where the player swings the racket away from their body, either one-handed or two-handed, to hit the ball on their non-dominant side. Then of course the serve, the starting point where the player tosses and strikes it overhead to begin play. And then of course little things like court positioning and where to stand and move in the court to anticipate shots and control the rally. So we practice these. I'm kinda honestly sucking, but I'm hoping I can master it in the next few weeks so I can move on to more complicated things like overhead smash, return to service, top spin, and a slice. We start off learning the grip and swing, and being honest, I have played badminton and volleyball, so I do kind of have some of the mechanics, but I also have some bad habits I have to unlearn because the form isn't the same.
Yeah, it's almost impossible. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I'm kind of okay with the forehand, but the backhand, oh my God. As a former basketball player and volleyball player, the idea of not putting my open palm to a ball being catapulted on my face, I cannot fathom. It's supposed to be the back of my hand. How do you catch a hand? I can't even comprehend it. So somehow in the next month, I have to undo 20 years of instincts I've drilled into my body. Oh boy. And first lesson done, it was fun.
It's so nice to have newbie gains. Because when you start saying new, it takes like the smallest changes to like improve by 10 times.
Throughout the week, I did a couple private lessons. Today I'm going for day 2 of my tennis lessons. And honestly, I'm excited. It was just so nice to just go play. It's not really a workout, and it's so fun when movement is like that. But some major things I've learned already off the bat for starting tennis is how important your grip is and how it's supposed to be loose. Tight wrist, loose hands, and where you position it is big, and just how loose you're supposed to be when playing. In my mind, like tennis, they hit it so hard. So you have to be like tight and explosive. And I'm realizing like how loose and flowy it is. Because they don't make it look like that. I actually heard this quote from Nick Barry. I don't think it's originally his, but this is how I'll describe it. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That's how I'm feeling with tennis. Except it's loose is hard, hard is loose. No. Pending quote. And then I also joined a group session.
Off to my first group lesson.
I can't really film much of the group sessions because I want to respect the privacy of these people who did not consent when they signed up for a group program about being put on the internet. So it's mainly just you get my outfit pick before, which we'll talk about outfits later on in this video because that has to be one of the funnest things about tennis and honestly why I think a lot of us are getting into it.
Group lesson went great. It was just 6 other girlies. Like everyone was dressed up in like Lulu and Aloe sets. It was such a vibe. I was so nervous. Everyone would be at like completely different levels and we were all like slightly different, but we could all rally.
So after week 1, I'm doing my practice, my regular training. But then I remember if I really want to be a tennis pro in 30 days, I also have to train like a tennis pro. That involves cross training, proper nutrition, recovery, outfits. Last week it was getting the foundation. This week we're also adding in cross training and proper fueling. Let's go. So for cross training, 1, weights. Now, I normally prioritize lower body to prevent injury in running, but also I'm going to make sure to really add in my upper body to help me deal with injury prevention from my shoulders. 2, I continue with my cardio. This is kind of easy because I am still doing my run streak. So cardio and my sprints is how I'm going to really train my aerobic and anaerobic capacity. 3, recovery. I'm making sure to get some physio treatments in. And the 2 most important things, prioritizing sleep and nutrition. Nutrition for me, it's usually a traditional sports performance focused diet. So eating enough, specifically carbs my body can use as fuel, fats for recovery, and hormones, protein for recovery and muscle, a wide variety of micros, and the epitome of that girl, aka fiber, and always allowing some treats, sweets, and yummy eats because life. So after 2 weeks, I'm feeling pretty good, but not really. I want to level it up. I'm starting to get it, and honestly, I'm starting to get the buzz, which is half of it. I'm learning more skills, picking them up like Pokemons. It's the best thing about being a beginner. I know a lot of people are scared to be beginners in things, but if my YouTube channel has taught me anything, is being a beginner as an adult is awesome because you learn so much so fast. It's actually crazy. Then there is that plateau period. Oh, you know that's coming. But the first few weeks, you're just, because you don't know. And to go from not knowing to just knowing basic skills makes you better than 99.9% of the population. Fun fact. But speaking of being better than 99.9% of the population, let's talk about the pros. And in week 3, I decided to be a cliche YouTuber and copy the routines of the top pros to see if this would help me get even better. Number 1, Let's try Novovic.
Very familiar with this.
Before 2012, he'd won 1 Grand Slam, but at Australian Open in 2007, he actually collapsed mid-match. This caused him to change his entire diet after he was diagnosed with gluten and dairy sensitivity. Now he's a strict diet, he eats almost a, which he claims has led to him being able to be the top player in the world even into his late 30s. So what is he eating? For breakfast, an energy boosting bowl, mixed seeds, mixed nuts, gluten-free muesli, berries, strawberries, and yogurt with a glass of celery juice and green smoothie on the side. For a snack, a cracker with avocado and tuna, or an apple with cashew butter, which I picked because avocado allergy. Lunch, a mixed green salad, spicy soba noodle salad, or he'll do gluten-free pasta and vegan cheese, but I went with the first. Dinner, this one rattled me, but a whole rotisserie chicken.
Can we talk about how girl dinner coded Novak is? Eating an entire rotisserie chicken for dinner? I'm like, is Novak one of us? Is girl dinner actually optimal professional athlete nutrition? Because I'm going to use this now every time when I just eat an entire rotisserie chicken for dinner.
Now, I found this article from Olympics.com that said his diet, so I'm gonna say that's a pretty reliable news source. Like sometimes you hear these diets online and they're not right, but yeah, apparently Novak is eating girl dinner every night, which is a rotisserie chicken, but with a mixed green salad and carrot and ginger soup on the side, which I love. Would have loved more carbs, little less rotisserie chicken. This is so close to being the perfect, like satisfying dinner, like rotisserie chicken, nice salad, soup, sourdough bread. I'd eat that every day and be like completely content. So how about not a whole rotisserie chicken, half a rotisserie chicken, half a loaf of bread. But I'm also like not mad about this. It's a piece of bread. Oh, it's so close to being perfect. Not even just like nutritionally, I just mean like pure satisfaction of taste. Now you might have watched during the Federer and Rafal. Why? Oh, you need to think of a word you can't remember. Anyways, them era. Well, that's now over. We are now in the era of Carlos Alcaraz.
Yo lo quiero hacer a mi manera.
Now he wakes up and has a coffee, some breakfast. He's always on the road. That's an interesting thing about tennis pros is the championships are all around the world. So they are constantly traveling. So none of these diets are going to be 100%. Like they're not at home getting meal prep things. Like they have to eat what is available to them where they travel. And he mentions he usually has some fruit, toast, and eggs. I just realized I'm out of eggs. Protein source. The leftover rotisserie chicken. Today is a grocery shopping day, so it's limited. I'm just gonna have a protein shake. Protein shake, toast, fruit. Now, music before practice. He loves Spanish pop, India Martinez, Mora, Melandi, Daviki, and Bad Bunny. So I decided to throw on a Spanish pop playlist on my way to my workout, and it was a vibe. I will continue this, 10 out of 10 recommend. Start with some stretching, which I forgot to film. The best sound. So satisfying. And on to my workout, which of course I can't film because it is a group class, but then GQ did ask him about fashion. And no, I will not be dressing like Carlos, but he did say he liked to combo style and comfort, so that was the theme of today's outfit. Next day, had to try the absolute queen herself, Coco Gauff, which I found her routine on Vogue.com for preparing for the Atlanta Open. She starts with a workout. She does 6 workouts a week. At the end of her workout, she works on core, exercises, jump rope, and practice swing. Fun fact, if you don't have a jump rope, you can pretend. Yeah, that's sad. 3, she has a meeting with New Balance, so I decided to DM New Balance. Dear New, oh, I said dead New Balance. That's not a good start. Dear New Balance, I am filming a video and asked them if they wanted to collab on this video. I hope we make a shoe together. They indeed did not respond, so that meeting went very poorly, but I drew on my sores in a quick lunch like she has, and then we're off to another practice. She throws a meet and greet before her match, which no one showed up to my meet and greet. And then finally, her match where she debuts her New Balance shoes, which I didn't wear because these are running shoes, not tennis shoes, which are indeed different.
And I got to round up the pro routines with the Canadian sensation that is Leila Fernandez, of course, the top Canadian player. She starts her day with some yoga and light meditation. For breakfast, it's different every day, but she has this great core memory at Cora where she used to go with her sister when she grew up in Montreal, and it brings back a bunch of memories, which it also brings back to me because when it came to Edmonton, it was a big deal. We loved it, and I remember going there with friends and family growing up. So I indulged in myself, but unfortunately, my friends are working and my family lives in Edmonton, so I ate alone. 4, tennis practice. 5, I love this. She plays Lego. It's a little puzzle and it helps me shift my focus and relax, which honestly, we all need a bit more of this and not doom scrolling. Especially as a young 20-year-old, she's doing this. 10 out of 10, she's better at us in everything. And finally, she finishes her day off with stretching and recovering using a foam roller. Gear. Jokes aside, I've been joking a lot about the outfits and the outfits being a big deal, but it actually is one of the funnest things about tennis and one of the things I think is why it's getting so popular. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of athletes don't get an opportunity to really be creative, and I think all humans do it. And I will give a great example of like NBA players going in the pre-game outfits of like NBA players. That's such a big thing, and it just goes to show it's like such a fun outlet. But a lot of sports you are really limited, but tennis is really unique because that's the one opportunity you have to be creative in a lot of ways is your outfits. But they also have to be functional. So let's talk about it. 1, you need pockets. Most tennis skirts do have built-in pockets or shorts to hold your balls. Trust me, you will need these. 2, non-marking sneakers. 3, be aware of dress codes. Most public courts don't have them and it's just wear typical workout attire because no one wants to work out in jeans. But if you're going to a country club or a private club, they might potentially have very strict dress codes. So look ahead. 4, so what is a standard outfit? I'm going to talk for the women, but it's a skirt with a tank top or polo shirt, a tennis dress. You can wear leggings and shorts and they're seen all the time. And it's honestly about what makes you most comfortable. I personally love a tennis short, but if I'm in a tennis tournament, which maybe one day I will, maybe this will inspire me to do that. Would you want to see that? Of course, I'm rocking a tennis skirt and cute dress. 5, accessories. There's endless, but there's things like sweatbands to help you wipe the sweat off your face, get in your eyes. You can do, of course, hats and sunglasses. 6, individual style. I just want to talk about some of my favorite fashion moments. There's Naomi Osaka's brat-inspired look at the 2024 US Open. Serena Williams' diamond-encrusted Nike outfit at 2022's US Open lives rent-free in my head. Then there's Emma Raducanu's Tiffany & Co. jewelry at Wimbledon 2022. Speaking of jewelry, that is also another fun thing about tennis is yes, you can wear jewelry. In basketball, I couldn't wear jewelry. It's a fun way to spice up an outfit. So yes, throughout this video, you've probably seen some of the jewelry I'm wearing. Okay, we got today's tennis outfit, which is so cute. This little hem here, little hat, tennis bracelet, Apple Watch. And once again, biggest hack if you're getting into tennis, have something with pockets. Most of the dresses, the skirts, pockets for the balls. Yes, one of the funnest part about tennis is the fits. And if the outfits is what gets girls into sports, here for it. So let's go to tennis practice. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, good. Sorry.
Now approaching my last week and my second last practice, and it started rough.
Oh, that's weird.
At this point, I've learned so much and I'm aware of all my faults. And so every time I swing, I'm just thinking and thinking. I'm like, oh, do this, put hand positioning here. Don't move this, swing through, don't stop, da-da. And my legs are tired from all the training I'm doing. And it was just my worst practice ever. Like I feel I was better day 1 than this. I was like, I only have 2 more practices and this is where I am. I'm like, this is actually gonna be beyond embarrassing. My boyfriend's gonna be like, wow, you got really bad at tennis. Defeats the whole purpose. And I got so overwhelmed and I was frustrated. Nothing was going right. And kind of just talked to my instructor and he just said, you've been putting in the work. Trust yourself. Just stop thinking about everything I've told you. Just swing. And so I loosened up, just was like, let's swing through the motion, and something clicked. And suddenly, where did this top spin come from? And this got fun. The competitiveness in me came out. This is no longer just a skill. This was me feeling like an athlete. Now, looking back at my footage, I don't fully look like an athlete because I'm still a beginner, but I suddenly started to feel that thirst I've been missing so long since sports ended for just like competing. Like I just suddenly wanted to smash. I wanted to play. Today was my best lesson by far. Like I felt like I nailed the forehand, which is so exciting. Oh my God, this is the most satisfying thing. There's something here. That's fine. my last set before, so gotta make it count. One last practice, smooth it up, get some good tips from my coach, and now I'm off. Tomorrow, I leave to Sweden. So we fly there, I'm gonna do a little shakeout workout somehow without my boyfriend knowing, and I've got to find a way to convince him to come play tennis with me and film it and not look suspicious. So I gotta lie a lot, and I feel bad. But let's go to Sweden and challenge my boyfriend. All this building up. This is my Wimbledon. So the day's finally come, match day, to attempt to beat my boyfriend, or at least make it respectable. I come in and I'm fearful because I'm being weird. Matches my nail. You have to act not weird. By acting not weird, you're acting weird. So I was like, is he in on this? I just randomly out of nowhere, like, let's go play tennis, but he was game. Here's the moment I've trained for. Megs, I don't think suspects anything. It's been hard to like not be overly enthusiastic, like, oh, let's just go play some tennis. But for 30 days, I put blood, sweat, and tears into training like a pro tennis athlete. And now I somehow have to film without looking suspicious. Hey. We go and we start rallying. And in my head, I set up the camera, multiple angles, thinking he's gonna drop his jaw and say, where did this come from? But we keep rallying. And now I'm pretty happy. There's no advice being given. I'm rallying, the backhand is working, I'm feeling confident. But still, alas, no comment from my boyfriend. We start rallying some more. I'm scoring some points, he's scoring some points, rallying more. I'm feeling competitive. An hour goes by, and at this point, I'm like, where's the compliment? So I go and take a water break, rearrange the camera, because at this point, I'm like, what's going on? And I break the news to him. Have you noticed anything?
Noticed?
Yeah, about my tennis.
That is really good.
Yeah! I've been taking private lessons for a month.
Really?
Yeah, so we can play.
Yeah, you're really good.
Thank you. So, no, I didn't quite get the shock factor of the first 3 hits, him just catching on. I was on to something, but he did definitely see my improvement. And did I beat him? No, it was more of a equal playing. But in this moment, my boyfriend does want to continue to play tennis with me, which in itself is a victory. And I just got a hobby, because someone at our age, we need hobbies, and you need hobbies you can actually do. And this is a fun hobby that I can now do with my partner. And honestly, who knew? I love tennis so much. And now, unfortunately, I didn't beat my boyfriend, but we gained a hobby. And you might have noticed something. Keltie, this entire time you've been saying your boyfriend, but the video title says fiancé because, yeah, fun fact, 5 days after this video, this happened.
She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she
3, 2, 1, we're engaged. So yes, I know I'm a fiancé, and I'm very happy, and life is good, and so thank you. I know it's been a crash year and all this, and so I might not have won a game of tennis, but I won a fiancé. I'll take it. Have a great day. Go pet a dog. Love you guys. Bye.